Night Trap, Ian, 25th anniversary.
Okay. So,
Night Trap! Night Trap!
so it's the 25th anniversary of Night Trap, the game largely responsible, for the formation of the ESRB, or at least
Ah!
I told you to
music.
mute it.
I did.
God.
It's mood music. 25 years ago, Night Trap took over the world.
Damn it, Patrick. So, Night Trap was a huge reason as to why the ESRB was formed. It's a FMV game where...
Full motion video.
Yes, full motion video game.
You and your hipster video game language.
Everyone... I don't even know.
Donna Plato starred
Yep.
from Different Strokes fame.
I don't know. And there's traps set up around the house, and you control a basically a control deck that shows security cameras, and you have to set these traps to capture basically vampires who are trying to kidnap it's like babysitters.
These are guys dressed in like black outfits.
Right. And
you switch over to different cameras, different parts of the house, and
Yes.
monitor them, and then I guess you get a warning if there's something bad happening. But there's also pre-played scenes, such as the infamous scene where they sing and dance and have fun. So this game,
there's the drill.
the infamous one of the reasons why this was freaking a congressional issue was because the scene where the one woman, the blonde's in lingerie, and then she gets taken away by the vampire with the thing around her neck and dragged out, which is really the most suggestive part of the game, or there's no nudity, there's no real violence even shown per se, in terms of, let's put it this way, by today's standards it's absolutely PG.
Yeah.
By today's standards, but back then it was a huge deal because it was also real people, and people were still in the mindset, especially people like Joe Lieberman in Congress, that games should be just for children, and that's what they thought they were still.
So it's getting a re-release. It's getting an Xbox One and PS4 digital release, and it's getting and I think a PC digital release. And Limited Run Games is putting out a PS4 physical release.
With different covers.
With different covers. It's pretty cool because there was 2 Sega CD covers, and then I think they did one that looks like a 32X cover or something like that.
Well, yes.
There was 3 Sega CD covers. I don't remember.
There were 3 Sega CD covers
That's
originally. There was the iconic, I'd say, red one.
That's what I
have. Showed a little bit of cartoon cleavage in the bottom, but they
Yeah.
complained and took that off the market. Then they re-released it for the blue cover with Dana Plato on the bottom, where she's like looking back towards the house. And then they did the same one for the 32X version, which I have. And the real difference between the 32X and the Sega CD versions is you get a slightly better resolution. It goes from half a potato shot width to a quarter of potato shot width, basically. But that's what I want to talk about, why I think this is a good idea, because this will be the first time people can actually play this with like clear images and video. When you look at the trailer, you're like, wow, I never saw Night Trap, besides like, I guess, promo footage, where you actually can see it pretty clearly how it was, meant to be seen. Like, it looks like it was maybe not remastered, but they probably used the masters for this. And yeah, like Sega CD resolution was really shitty.
Oh yeah.
So this is only standard definition, but this is like 10 times better than what it was back then.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to play a game that is probably more thought of for being humorously bad than horrific itself, this is why it's back out there.
And I actually kind of enjoy FMV games. Lots of people will tell you that they're incredibly shitty, and they're not wrong. But I like them. So this at the right price could be a pretty novel amusement. And I really like the guy who runs Limited Run Games. I just really hope they can meet the demand for people who want this, because otherwise I could see this one being bought up and scalped pretty quickly.
Well, is that an issue with a lot of with Limited Run Games? Is that
it has been, yeah. And I hope, knowing what they know, that this one will turn out better for them, and people can get their hands on the physical copies.
What's funny, I think, is that this is going to be rated T from the ERSB for the new one.
Yeah, it is, which is humorous because
originally it was it MA-17 or whatever it was, or MA back then,
mm-hmm.
right? It was just for mature audiences.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of weird. So the progression of games now, where It's almost like, yeah, now you can shoot someone in the face and get a T rating. Back, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ian, do you have fond memories of playing this? I think I had one friend who might have had a Sega CD that I think had this game.
There was one sleepover where we played it, and it was,
Did you beat it?
No, but it was amusing. I mean, we went on and we went on to play like Eternal Champion Sega CD, which I still kind of hold a fond place in my heart for.
So this was actually, I think, to close the topic, was this ever released for the original version, where this wasn't originally done for Sega CD? This was done for a whole other format, correct? And then it got finally out to Sega CD and 3DO. This was made years before that.
I don't know, actually.
Well, to cover that in the video game years, 1990, let's see, 25.
1993.
92.
No, I don't know.
92, right?
Yeah.
92.